Hello dear students, my name is Faridullah Mazai and today we are going to talk about the last topic related to circle, which is equation of tangent and normal lines. So before finding the equation of tangent line and normal line, let's see that what is tangent line and what is normal line. Tangent line is a line which meets a circle at only one point, or tangent line is a line which have only one common point with the circle, like this line. Line T and this circle have only one common point, which is point P. So line T is called tangent line of this circle. What's normal line? A line which is perpendicular with tangent at the common point, like line N. Line N is perpendicular with line T. At what point? At this common point. So line N is called normal line. So in here we have line L. Is line L a normal line? No. It's okay that it's perpendicular with line T, but it's not perpendicular at the common point. Because of that, we cannot call line L normal line. So this common point between circle and tangent is called common point or point of tangency. So dear students, before finding equation of normal and tangent, at first let's find slope of normal line and slope of tangent line. So as we know that when we have coordinate of two points of a line, we can easily find its slope. How? Like this. M of line L is equal with. In here we have coordinate of 2 points of line L. So M of L or slope of L is equal with y minus y0 divided by x minus x0. So in here also we have coordinate of 2 points of this normal line, which is center of the circle and point of tangency. So we can easily find its slope like this. M of normal line is equal with, we have coordinate of 2 points, so we can write that y0 minus b divided by x0 minus a. This is called the slope of normal line of a circle. Now let's find the equation of normal line. So as we know that slope of a line is equal with y minus y0 divided by x minus x0. So we can write it like this too. Y minus y0 is equal with m times x minus x0. Now if you write instead of this m slope of normal line, we will get equation of normal line. Y minus y0 is equal to, now I'm going to write instead of this m slope of normal line, which is y minus y0 minus b divided by x0 minus a times x minus x0. So when we simplify this equation, we will get the equation of normal line. So let's simplify it. Y minus y0 times x0 minus a is equal with y minus y0 times x0 minus a equal with y0 minus b times x minus x0 is equal with y0 minus b times x minus x0. Now I am going to bring this part to the left side. So we will get y minus y0 times x0 minus a. When we bring this one to the left side, the sign of this one will be negative. y0 minus b times x minus x0 equal with 0. This one is called the equation of normal line. For finding equation of tangent line, also at first we must find slope of tangent line. So dear students, we know that the product of slopes of two perpendicular lines is equal with minus 1. Like this. In here we have two perpendicular lines, line K and line L. So the product of their slopes is equal with minus 1. So in here also we have two perpendicular lines. Tangent line and normal line are perpendicular with each other. So the product of their slopes must also equal with minus 1. So m of t, it means the slope of tangent line, times m of n, it means that slope of normal line is equal with minus 1. So I am going to find slope of tangent line from this equation. We will get m of tangent line is equal to minus 1 over m of normal line. So now I'm going to write instead of m of n its value, which is y minus b divided by x0 minus a. So slope of tangent will be equal with minus 1 divided by m of n is equal with y0 minus b divided by x0 minus a. Now I'm going to simplify this equation. So slope of tangent will be equal with x0 minus a divided by y0 minus b, negative, minus x0 minus a divided by y0 minus b. Now we can write the equation of tangent. So we know that slope of every line is equal to y minus y0 divided by x minus x0. So we can write it like this too. Y minus y0 is equal to m times x minus x0. So when we write instead of this m slope of tangent line, you will get the equation of tangent line. So y minus y0 is equal to, instead of m, I am going to write this value, minus x0 minus a divided by y0 minus b times x minus x0. So now I am going to simplify this one. So y minus y0 times x0 minus b is equal with y minus y0 times y0 minus b equal with negative x0 minus a times x minus x0. So when I bring this one to the left side, this sign will be positive. So we will get y minus y0 times y0 minus b plus x0 minus a times x minus x0 equal with 0. So this equation is called the equation of tangent of a circle. Example, find the equation of normal and tangent of this circle at point minus 4 and minus 1. So dear students, we know the equation of the standard equation of circle, which is x minus a square plus y minus b square is equal with r square. From here we know that in here we have minus a and in here we have plus 3. It means that a is equal with minus 3, and also in here we have minus b and in here we have 2, so b is equal with 2. So the center of this circle is minus 3 and 2. So we can write that a is equal with minus 3 and b is equal with 2. Also x0 is equal with minus 4 and y0 is equal with minus 1. This is the given data of our question. So at first let's find the slope of normal line. We know that slope of normal line is equal to y0 minus b divided by x0 minus a. We found it in here. So now I'm going to put just these values in here. Slope of normal line is equal to y0 minus b. y0 is equal to minus 1 minus b is equal to 2 divided by x0 is x0 equal to minus 4 minus a is equal to minus 3. This one is equal to minus 1 and minus 2 is equal to minus 3 and minus 4 plus minus times minus 3 is equal to plus 3. So this one is equal with 3. So now let's find equation of normal. Equation of normal we can find from this equation. So in here we have y minus y0. So we can write that y minus y0 is equal to minus 1 equal to m of normal line. Slope of normal line is equal to 3 times x minus x0. x0 is equal to minus 4. So let's simplify this equation. Y minus times minus 1 is equal with plus 1 equal with 3 times x plus 4. So let's simplify it a little more. Y plus 1 is equal to 3x plus 12. So let's bring these two to the left side. So we will get y plus 1 minus 3x minus 12 is equal to 0. So y minus 3x and 1 minus 12 is equal to minus 1 equal to 0. This one is equation of normal of that circle. So now let's find equation of tangent of that circle. We know that slope of tangent is equal to minus 1 over slope of normal. So we can write that minus 1 divided by slope of normal. Slope of normal is equal to 3. So we can write in here 3. It means that slope of tangent of that circle is equal to minus 1 over 3. So let's find equation of tangent of that circle. We have y minus y0. Y0 is equal to minus 1. Equal to minus m of tangent, which is negative 1 over 3, times x minus x0, x0 equal to minus 4. So y plus 1 is equal to negative 1 over 3 times x plus 4. So now when I divide both sides on with minus 3, we will get minus 3 times y plus 1, and minus 3 goes with this minus 3, so we will get x plus 4. Minus 3 times y is equal to minus 3y, minus 3 is equal to x plus 4. Now I'm going to bring these two to the left side. We will have minus 3y minus 3 minus x minus 4 is equal to 0. In here, we can write it like this: minus 3y minus x minus 3 and minus 4 is equal to minus 7, equal with 0. Okay, dear students, we can solve this example by another way too. In here we have equation of tangent, which we found it here. Equation of tangent is equal to this one. So now I am going to put just the value of y0, b, x0 and a in this equation, and we will get the equation of tangent line. So in here we have y minus y0. Y0 is equal to minus 1 times y0, which is equal to minus 1, minus b, b is equal to 2, plus x minus x0 is equal to minus 4 times x0, which is equal to minus 4, and minus a is equal to 3, minus 3 is equal to 0. So in here we have y minus times minus 1 is equal to plus 1 times minus 1 and minus 2 is equal to minus 3, plus x minus times minus 4 is equal to plus 4 times minus 4 minus plus 3 is equal to 0. So minus 3 times y, minus 3y, minus 3 times plus 1 is equal to minus 3, plus in here the value of this one will be minus 1. Minus 1 times x is equal to minus 1 minus x, and minus 1 times 4 is equal to minus 4, equal to 0. So in here we can write it like this: 3y minus x minus 7 is equal to 0. This is the equation of tangent. Equation of normal line. The equation of normal line is equal to this one, which we found it in here. So now I'm going to put just the value of y0, x0, a and b in this equation. So y minus y0 is equal to minus 1 times x0 is equal to minus 4 minus a is equal to minus 3 minus x minus x0, x minus x0 is equal to minus 4 times y0, which is equal to minus 1 minus b, b is equal to 2, equal to 0. So let's simplify this equation. Y plus 1 times this one will be equal to minus 1 minus x plus 4, and this one will be equal to minus 3 is equal to 0. Minus 1 times y is equal to minus y, minus 1 times minus 1 plus 1 is equal to minus 1, minus 3 times x is equal to minus 3x, and minus 3 times 4 is equal to minus 12 is equal to 0. So minus 1 minus y minus 1 minus times minus 3x is equal to plus 3x, and minus times minus 12 is equal to plus 12 equal to 0. So you can write this equation like this: x minus y, and 12 minus 1 is equal to 11, which is equal to 0. This is the equation of normal of that circle. Dear students, that was our today's lesson.